What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, something a little different. It's time for a little bit of home improvement, if you will. Over the last few months, collected several works of art, prints, just things that need to go and be framed and put on the wall. And I haven't done that. Every piece is a little unique and is going to require a little bit of work on its own. I'm by no means an expert at this, but it's just something that we need to knock off the to-do list together. Let's get things off the floor, out of the tube, and onto the wall. This is a New York puzzle company. Sorry, this is a New York puzzle company. Go back. This is a New York puzzle company. Let me flip it here. This is a New York puzzle company puzzle. I put it together last summer and I finished it late last summer, and it's kind of just been sitting between these two banker's boxes. I want to seal it and then maybe mount it. I've mounted one puzzle before, so I'm just gonna follow what I did then. In late December of 2024, I heard about this film, The Brutalist. We went and saw it. This piece right here is a unique poster from that screening. It was in 70mm, as it says, filmed in VistaVision, so that's a great theater to be viewing the VistaVision format. This was a highlight of this year so far, and so I do want to frame it and put it up. Next up, we've got this guy. Looks nice. This one here is kind of one of the highlights and part of why I want to get this project done when I do. What's in here is something with arbitrary real life value and probably a little bit silly, but something that's meaningful to us in this household. So this one I'm really excited to unfold. It's a standard size, but I just have not gone and gotten the frames. So this one's gonna be a cool one, and you'll have to see what it looks like at the very end. All right, so now you've seen it, the 5 prints we have to get done. I think what we should do is we should start with the puzzle. I can lay it out here. I can set a coat of my glue, leave that, and then go frame shopping. What do you say? Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna flip my puzzle over. Okay, so a little risky, but now let's take a look. So now, as you can see, I flipped my puzzle over. There's definitely some ridges and some other items going on, but I'm just gonna try to smooth it out as much as I can. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna flip it twice. I'm gonna flip it once over. I'm becoming an expert at this, unfortunately. I'm gonna flip it once over. This right here is some foam board. This is ultimately what I'm gonna mount it onto, but not yet. So I just want a flatter surface. So I'm gonna try this one more time. We have our flat foam board. These pieces are going down a little bit better. So I have here my Mod Podge. I went with the gloss seal. So what I like to do is I like to do one coat on the back. Now my means of doing this might be a little untraditional, but this is just what I do. And you can do whatever the heck you want, okay? How about that? Oh, okay, we pushed it off the edge there. We're just gonna try to restore. I'm seeing some other spots I missed here, but I gotta move fast because of how much glue I put down. I need to get it to these edges here. All right, let's leave this to dry. This is one coat on the back. We're gonna leave it to dry for at least 30 minutes. And then we're going to, in the meantime, go frame shopping. All right, we got 3 frames. I think that's all we need. We also got our wire, and I think that's it. All right, we made it back with the frames. This thing's been settled for a little over an hour. You can see that I can lift it up. I shouldn't put this much strain on it, but it is sticking together. So this is good progress. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to flip it, and we're gonna apply a coat on the other side. Now there is still a little bit of stickiness. Remember, I'm actually gonna mount to this board on the bottom, the foam board, so I don't want to get that wet or sticky or glue. So I'm gonna get my cardboard and I'm gonna flip it and apply the next layer. All right, so that takes care of that coat. There's a little bit of glue between the lines, but I'm not too worried about it. I know that this stuff settles clear. The other thing I'm worried about is kind of this finish. Just because of the brush strokes, you might be able to see like a direction. Like I don't like this right here. I'm gonna try to fix that. Okay, so I have one coat, a front and back coat drying on the puzzle. Now, let's see if we can get this framed. I think that's pretty good. Oh. All right, we're on to our next one, of course. This one's a little bit larger. It's the mystery one. I have it here. I'm gonna try to put it in so that you don't see it. Okay, you can't see it yet, okay? All right, we gotta get this guy done, but we also have one more to frame. For this one, I couldn't find this exact size frame, but I found a float frame, and I think it's gonna end up working here, inside this float frame. Let's see how we put this together. I really have no idea. All right, so this one took a bit of finagling, you know, which makes sense. It's a challenge. We had to try our best to kind of get it centered. All right, so the puzzle's nearly complete. So this is a result to be very happy about. It sticks together if you lift it, so we're on the right track. It's pretty well glued. Our final step is to essentially glue it to that board. And it's not my favorite step, that's for sure, but effectively I'm just gonna flip it over. I'm gonna apply a layer of glue on the back, not even all of it, probably just like around the perimeter. And then I'm going to just set this foam board right on top of it. And it doesn't matter if it's crooked, because what's gonna happen later, I'm gonna go with an X-Acto knife and cut right along here. So that's the plan. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave this for about a day, just with everything sitting on it, and really hope that the puzzle sticks to the foam board. That's the goal. So we're gonna hope for that. We're gonna hope these books are enough, and we're gonna come back in about 24 hours, take these off, cut our foam board, and then we'll be ready to mount. 1 day and a half marathon later, we've set our puzzle. Let's take a look at the final product.
I think we're on the right track.
There you go. Sometimes you get lucky. The most important one.
Aww.
Cute. Make sure you hit that.
Peace.